Yeah, good thumbnail, huh? I made that a couple of days ago, and today I want to give a bit of information about how to fly to Thailand. I'm here actually at the airport link at Makkasan, but I'm not going to stay here. I'm just going to walk around, and if anybody has any questions on how it is to fly to Thailand now, then I'm here to answer. But by the way, how are you, Paul? Are you okay? Are you ready for coming here? So let me show you where I am. So this is under the belly of the airport rail link, under the belly of the beast. Ciao Stefano! Come va? Yeah, you just have to wait and count the days, Pauls. So I'm here at the Makkasan train station, and this is where the airport rail link from the airport arrives, and where you can connect with the blue MRT. So you can see quite a bunch of tourists already coming in. Tourism is getting bigger and bigger. More and more people are traveling, so that's good. Hey Tony, how are you? Hey Koki, nice to see you. Always good to see you, Tony. Tony, my nephew was in Manchester again. It was his second time already watching the Blues. So he's a big fan. And there's nothing better for him than to go and visit Manchester. Good day, Stephen. Yeah, so today we're just gonna walk towards Asok. I want to show you a little bit on how Asok looks as well. So we might end up in Sukhumvit 11. And yeah, I'm here at the MRT station. This is the Petchaburi MRT station, and this is where you can connect with the airport train. Hi Patricia. Hello Bom Bom, how are you? Yeah, so if anybody has any questions about traveling to Bangkok at the moment, so we flew back on Wednesday. We just came back from Cambodia, and it was absolutely easy. Only in the Cambodian airport they were asking us to show our vaccination, but in Bangkok nobody asked anything. We could just walk through. So it was as easy. It was actually easier than before because they don't have the TM6 form anymore. And the TM6 form is, you know, when you fly to Bangkok, you always get this little paper. You fly to Thailand, and you have to fill in where you're staying and everything. That's all gone. So it's a lot easier now. I'll show you a bit where I am. So this is the airport link. This is the regular SRT line, the normal train. It's busy. Yeah, Paul, you're right. My nephew is a really good guy, unlike his uncle. Shame on that guy, that uncle. Yeah, so we actually had an amazing time in Cambodia, and we went to visit the temples of Bangkok. You might have seen the video that I uploaded yesterday, and absolutely stunning. And this was the 4th or 5th time that we've been there, and this time was actually more special because there were not a lot of people, so there was really noise. Let me see if I can show you a bit where I am. So here you have the connection to the blue MRT. So if you arrive from the airport, you just have to walk this sky bridge, and from here you can connect to Silom, to Sukhumvit, very easy. Martijn, which line that goes to Ayutthaya? You mean the red line? No, this is actually the airport link that comes from Suvarnabhumi, from the main airport, and the red line is actually from the north, from Don Muang. So yeah, I notice a lot of people are coming in already, a lot of tourists, so that's good. Yeah, what I said, we just came back from Angkor, and Angkor, yeah, there's just a couple of planes that land there every day, and we basically had the whole complex for ourselves, which was nice. I mean, we really enjoyed that. We didn't have to stand in line, which before was the standard. So let's go through the station here. Yeah, I can see a lot of people are actually using the train. So we don't always use the train when we go to the airport. A lot of times we just go with the taxi, because basically the taxi is quicker. And especially if you go with more people, it's not that big of a difference in the price. But I took the red SRT line. And so when we came back, Mirella took a taxi and I just tried the train. And it was 33 baht to take the red train towards the blue MRT station, and from there I had to pay 40 baht, I think, for getting back home. So 77 baht, which is really good, especially if you're alone. How is my taxi friend? My taxi friend is getting busier and busier, Paul, and we also use him a lot when we have customers. So he's doing fine. He's doing good. Hey Sitsa, how are you? Hello Poom, how are you? I saw that your camera went to Angkor, but not you. You have to go there. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. Poom, that really, okay. So the thing is that the reason why I make these videos, especially about Siem Reap, is that I really, really want to share it, and I really want to show people the best places, also here in Thailand and in Bangkok, but of course also in Siem Reap. And that you just right now that you are actually booking, or that you booked and you're going there, that's really cool. So that means that I did a good job. And don't forget to connect with Sian, the tour guide. He's a really nice guy, and it was really cool. I will just have to tell you. So when we came there, I just explained him how I film and how I'm showing people around, and then he got inspired by that, and then he thought, okay, let's make a YouTube channel. He already had a channel, but it was more for gaming, and he's really into making videos about Angkor now as a tour guide. So I hope he will be very successful. Resilient world, how are you? The business is okay, Tony. We actually never really suffered. We had what we realized in the middle of the pandemic is that when, how do you say it? Nobody could come to Bangkok, but also nobody was leaving. So there were a lot of people that were actually moving inside of Bangkok, and they were old customers. And because Mirella always does a great job, a lot of people just called us back when they were moving. So actually our business never really suffered too much.
Yeah, what do you think? Because of that.
Resilience world, where are you from? May I ask that? Hello, Tom. Hey Blake, how are you? I was just talking a lot, so I might have missed a couple of messages. So if I did, excuse me. Hey Vinny, how are you? No, but anyway, Poom, I'm very, very happy that that you made the effort or gonna make the effort to go there. It's definitely worth it. It's actually, if I think about it, I've been living here for 13 years, and it's probably if you look for history, it's probably the nicest destination here. And I don't want to put Ayutthaya down. I don't want to put Sukhumvit down, but Angkor is just it's in a different league. And it's not so much because the temples are very special. I mean, that's of course very special, but it's just the location in the jungle with all the greenery. It's just amazing. I mean, I cannot say, well, it looks like I have stock in Angkor, but I cannot praise it enough. Hello T-Sports. Unfortunately, I cannot read Thai. So I hope you say something nice. Hey Dave, how are you? In Shenzhen. How is everything in Shenzhen? You still have the lockdowns and everything there or no? You know what's really my little camera is here, but if I want to see myself I have to look here. So I notice that if I look in the camera I cannot see myself. So this is really weird. So it means that I'm always looking sideways. Vikobi, I am now at Petchaburi and I'm gonna cross the Klong Sunset. So let me show you a bit more where I am. So I just started at the airport rail link and I'm walking in the direction of Asok. The weather is a little bit half-half. You see, this is a bit cloudy, but here in front, it's nice and blue. So I think we should be fine weather-wise. Here you have the Klong. Hey Art, how are you? Yeah, so if any Thai people are here, I mean, if you write in Thai, unfortunately, when I read it directly, I cannot read it. If I see it in the comments, I can put it in my Google Translate, and then I'm fine. Hey Jeff, how are you? Whom what I said again, I can recommend it. I mean. And it's just amazing that you have a city where 1 million people were living in the middle of the dark ages of Europe. And actually at that time, if you think about it, at that time when you had the kingdom of Ayutthaya, you had the Champa, you had the Angkor, the civilization here was on a very, very high level compared to Europe. And yeah, very, very interesting. I can recommend it, and I think it is something where the whole of Southeast Asia can be proud of that history. It's not only about Cambodia, of course, but I know there are political issues going around in Southeast Asia, so I don't want to go into that. But I think it is something to be proud of, and for everybody. So let's see. Hey Jam, how are you? So Otto, in Finland it's warm at the moment. Yeah, so my plan for today is walk. My plan for today is to walk along Asok here, and I might end up walking a little bit of Sukhumvit Soi 11, a little bit of Soi 8. I remember that Alex was saying that last time, so I hope he will join this live stream. If not, then he can see it in the replay. Alex. And yeah, I just want to give an update. It's Saturday, it's 20 minutes past 5. You think so, Paul? You think Alex is heading your way? King Cantona, how I feel about Angkor? I think it's absolutely stunning. It is. I mean, especially if you visit it now, there are not too many people, and if you just look at the history of it, I think if you look at the history of Angkor, it's just amazing. And I'm talking about the style, how they build it, and just knowing that it's built in the 12th century. So it's yeah, what is it, like 800-900 years old, and it's just amazing. The temperature in Bangkok, I guess it's in the 30s. It's always in the 30s, and it's a bit humid now. So you can see me sweating. I'm glad you liked it, Jeff. Yeah, it's also something that. By the way, if anybody likes the video, feel free to press the like button. I know I have to beg for it. No, the thing is, what I said before, I enjoy sharing the things that I like, and I love Thailand. This is actually my favorite country in Southeast Asia, and what I love about Thailand also is that you can make these kind of not a day trip, but like a weekend trip to in this case to Angkor. I think the next one we're probably gonna go to Hoi An in Vietnam. I'm really looking forward to that as well. And I know there is where you had the Champa, which is another culture, and I just love this kind of stuff. But you know what? I'm gonna go to Ayutthaya, and then I will show you the Ayutthaya kingdom, who were actually responsible probably for the Angkor to disappear. And because I started reading up. And it's interesting, when you're in Ayutthaya, they're always telling about the Burmese that sacked Ayutthaya. I think it's 1767 or something. And in Angkor, they are talking about the Ayutthaya kingdom that came in and destroyed them. And this is history. You know, I mean, in Holland, we had the French, the Germans, the English, the Spanish. So this is what happened. I'm happy you enjoyed the last one, Jeff. One guy said that I was wearing Buddha images. No, I'm not wearing Buddha images. So maybe referring to this. Just to be clear, this is not a Buddha image. This is just a stone, a semi-gemstone. And it's a present that I got from Rella. No, and I know that it's not done, so don't worry about that. Yeah, so another thing, what I wanted to share, and that I really, what's really nice, if you fly now to Bangkok, you don't have to fill in these forms anymore. The TM6 form, it's not necessary. And this was always one of the things that was a little bit difficult, and always was a thing you had to make sure to not lose that card. But it completely disappeared. I think they do everything now with finger scans, and everything's in the computer, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. So we are across the street of the GMM Tower. This is at the heart of Asok. The weather is actually relatively nice. It's a bit humid, but so here used to be a Carl's, my favorite hamburger place. But there is still a Texas chicken across the street, so don't worry, you'll be fine. I won't starve to death in here. Are the messages still working or not? seems that I don't receive the messages anymore, so maybe let's do a reset. Ah, yeah, it's working. Yeah, no, I missed a couple of messages. I couldn't see them anymore. So let's see. Ah, very nice. Thank you for the translations, Jam. Hey Ichigo, how are you? I enjoy that. Yes, it's true. It's not really begging, right? King Cantona, when are you going to Terminal 21? Ah, Art, you're an Ayutthaya expert. Very good. Very good. I will probably jump on the train one day and then rent a motorcycle and go around. Maybe we can do that together. Art, are you in? But I want to go on a day that I'm sure that it's not going to rain. But yeah, let's hook up. Let's do that. Ichigo, yes. The meetup with Chris is still going on. So we will be doing that on the 8th of October. The national food of the Netherlands. We are not very famous for food. So the national food of the Netherlands would be like snacks. So you have a croquette, which is a meat roll, a meshed meat roll. Do you see on my face already when I explain how delicious it probably is? No, and then you have pea soup. That's a big thing. And then you have all kinds of vegetables mixed with potatoes. So we call it stampot. Hey Ian, how are you? Skunk. Skunk, Dutch skunk? No, we don't eat Pepe Le Pew. Yeah, we do have bratwurst, Blake, for sure. But it's not our national dish. It's more a German thing. So I'm just trying to catch up. If there is a lot of rain at the moment, movement 6, it's actually, I was away for 3 days and we had very nice weather in Siem Reap, so I'm not sure how the weather was here. But here it's okay actually. It's a bit cloudy. It's, you know, the weather is a lot of times like this. You see there you have a bit of blue, then here you have some darker sky, and we might get some raindrops a little bit later, but nothing really spectacular. Yesterday there was a bit of a hard rain, about an hour. You're coming in December, Ian? Okay. So then we must go for a beer. Nice, Martijn. You will enjoy it. Now, so the weather has actually been, I have to repeat myself, but the weather, if you look at the raining season in Bangkok, it's not really raining the whole day, you know, so you will have periods when it rains, so it might be raining in the morning and then the whole week it will be in the morning, and then in the afternoon it's okay. And then you have a couple of days that it's mixing, and then all of a sudden it swishes, and then you might have rain in the afternoon every day. But don't worry about the weather. Hey Jürgen, how are you? Thank you for your beer. Ichigo, the meetup is going to be on the 8th of October. By the way, Kunjam, thank you so much for translating. I really appreciate it. Let's make sure I don't get hit by a car. So we're still walking in Asok Road. This is also called Asok Montri or Montli. Yeah, if you come here, and another thing is there are no more there's no more Thailand Pass, and they only asked us when we flew in from Germany 2 months ago was the same, and the other day when we came from Siem Reap, they asked us with the check-in for the the vaccination proof, and that's it. When we arrived at the airport, nobody checked it. I'm not sure how it is if you're not vaccinated. I guess you can do an ATK test, and if it's negative, you still can go into the country. I know for Cambodia, for sure, you could just get in with the ATK test, so there was no problem whatsoever. So whether you're vaccinated or not, maybe you guys can check it out. But anyway, me not being checked in the airport doesn't mean anything. There might be random checks, so just make sure that you look up all the information from the embassy and don't take me, how do you say that? Don't take my word on my blue eyes, right? Oh. Yeah, Bangkok is alive. You can really notice that the city changed in all the good and all the bad things. You see, I don't want to offend anybody, but you see a lot more drunk tourists. You see sometimes people being in the corner of the street. Hasn't happened for 2 years in Bangkok. Everybody was behaving, but it's getting back to normal. It's very funny. I just realized before the pandemic started, everybody was complaining like, it's so too many tourists and too much, taxi drivers that negotiate because the tourists, they will accept anything. And then there were no more tourists, and then we realized, okay, wait a minute, this is also not fun. But they're back, and it's good. It's really good. It's good to see people on the street. It's good that people can earn money again. That's the most important thing, of course. Yeah, plastic glove. Basically, everything is back to normal. So here we are at the beginning of Soi 19. So let's go through here. Yeah, so the country is back to normal. The rules are very soft. If I'm not mistaken, because until now you still had to wear a mask at the BTS. I think at the 1st of September, all the mask mandates are gonna go off, and the people will just, same as in the plane. When the plane gets into the air, the turn on your seatbelt is off. So the turn on your mask message is off, but it's up to you if you wanna wear it. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people will keep wearing here, and it's up to you. I will probably still wear masks when I go into the train or when I go into a bus, or maybe, I don't know. Stewie, I'm not sure if Angkor particularly is going to be busy. I know that Bangkok is going to be busy. So Angkor is a different story, because you have to imagine most people that travel to Angkor, they have to go through Bangkok. So it's almost like a wave, The first wave of tourists is going to come to Bangkok, and it's going to go to Singapore, to the big cities. And then from Bangkok, they are spreading. So you can really see that it's not nearly as busy as it used to be. So I think most people that come now, they come to Bangkok and then they go to Phuket, or they go to Chiang Mai, or they're gonna go, to Krabi to the south. And a few people are going to Siem Reap, but there's not that much yet. So I'm not sure how busy Siem Reap is gonna be. It's huge. If you go to the Angkor complex, I mean, we were in the temples, and the busy ones had 5 or 6 people. And it's just because there are, I don't know, I think in the Angkor Thom area there are probably 30 or 40 temples. So there are just a lot of people. They can really handle a lot of people, let's say it like that. So yeah, I don't know how it's going to be in the high seas, but it's definitely not going to be as busy as it used to be. where I do think that Bangkok is going to be busy. And this is also based on the people that follow me, and if I see how many people are now online getting information about Thailand, and the flights are very expensive. So the flights are expensive, of course, because the planes are full. So Jürgen, how is the air quality? The air quality is quite okay. We didn't have a bad air quality till now. Hallo Theo aus Bayern. Wir freuen uns, dass du auch hierhin kommst, ne? You still got your flight ticket from last year, Ian? Okay, cool. Looking forward to see, you know, when was it, like 2 weeks ago? If you might have seen Jim and Nenita, they are like 2 followers, and they've been in the video that I made where I asked everybody to send a video of themselves. And for me, the people that really follow me already for a long time, and especially the people that were in these videos, and like you, Ian, I mean, I'm happy to hook up when you guys come here. And I really appreciate your support, because you have to imagine, when I started filming and doing these live streams during the pandemic, I was bored out of my as well, you know. So I was happy to do something, and very happy that you guys support me. If we have any plans to travel in Southeast Asia, definitely. So we are already thinking what will be our next destination. I think we might go to Hoi An in Vietnam. I like Luang Prabang in Laos, so that might be an option. And yeah, we just have to see which ones fit best. Hey Agi, how are you? So Ian, you just got your savings. That's the right time to give it to me. I will hook you up with some nice apartment, man. I'm joking. Whoop. Go around this corner here. So I'm on my way towards Sukhumvit Soi 13 and Soi 11. I'm in Soi 15 now. What's the best way of transport, a taxi or Grab? That's a good question. So it really depends where you are in the city. We live in the center, and many times it's easier to just pick a taxi from the street. And we noticed, especially when it's busy, that a lot of Grabs cancel, and Grab is more expensive if you book it in advance. So for me, I am not the biggest fan of Grab in that way, because yeah, I mean, it's always easier to pick up a taxi, especially if you're going to the main roads. You know, if you're in the main Sukhumvit, there's no point to go and wait for a Grab. Just get a taxi. So Stewie, yeah. If you want more subscribers, you have to go to the Philippines. Yeah, I know about that. But the thing is that I don't go to Cambodia for the subscribers. We went there because we really enjoy it. And we're definitely gonna go to the Philippines at some point as well. But I have the feeling that that's more like a political thing. It's like the followers from the Philippines, they are much more, how you say it, they want to support all the people that go there, so they will watch anybody who says something nice about the Philippines, which I probably agree with. Is Nana Plaza all open again? Yes, it's all fully open. Levels in Soi 11, yes, it's open. Let's see if I can get some answers. Moving in Bangkok to October, okay. So I'm here actually. Let me show you a bit where I am. So this is a shortcut between Sukhumvit Soi 13 and Sukhumvit Soi 15. If we go to Singapore, we might go to Singapore, but Singapore is one of these destinations, same as KL. We've been there so many times. You know, in the first years that we lived here, we had to do visa runs, which means that every 3 months or every 6 months you had to get out of the country. And Singapore and Kuala Lumpur were very easy places to do that. So we actually traveled there a lot. Same as Vientiane in Laos. So these might be the destinations that we don't visit so soon. We probably pick a few destinations that we haven't been there. So here we are in Sukhumvit Soi 13. So let me take a shortcut to 11. I would love, actually we should go to Singapore. I would love to go and film in Singapore as well. No, that's another thing now. I've been to places that I never filmed before. And I really feel the need to share what I think about the place, and I like Singapore, so I would love to go and film there. And this is the same. I really felt when I was editing the video about Angkor Wat, like, okay, that's a big part of my passion, you know. And I was very happy with the video, but somebody just mentioned here already, if you want to get a lot of viewers, you have to go to the Philippines. But I think there are not too many people in Cambodia that watch YouTube or follow it in that way. So, but that's okay. I hope that people will see it in the coming year. I was in Cambodia, Edin, but I'm already back. Yeah, you have to imagine that whatever I film, sometimes I film like 2 or 3 videos in one day, so it takes time for me to edit. And when we arrived in Cambodia, it took me 2 days, I think, before I edited the first video on how we flew to Cambodia. And yesterday I uploaded the one about Angkor, but we were already back on Wednesday. So, hey Fatboy Slim, happy you like it. What is happening with the high-speed rail to China? As far as I know, that's still undergoing. I think in Laos they already built a big part of it, but here it's also a bit of a political issue. So. It's still on. It's still on, definitely, but it all depends when. Hello, Joe. Nice to see you. Are you coming? Are you coming to the meetup now in October? You should. If I were to go on a vacation to the Netherlands for a week, can you recommend a place to relax for a few, 2, 3 places? I mean, just go to Amsterdam. Amsterdam is the most interesting city in Holland, I think. And yeah, I can recommend you to come to my city, but it's relatively quiet, let's say it like that. Hello. Oh, hard work here. It smells like fire and Indian food. Yeah, I think so, right, Sitze? So now I'm in Soi 11. Let's have a quick look down here. Whoever went to Bangkok, you know that sometimes you have a little food stall and they're making food, and the spices, they are almost like pepper spray. They really attack your... This is not COVID, guys, don't worry. No, it's true, there's still not a single inch of high-speed road in Bangkok. So this is one of my favorite areas to just have a beer, nice and relaxed. But you see, it's a bit busy now, different from a couple of months ago. Yeah, Edin, it's true. I mean, it completely changed. So a lot of places closed down. A lot of, like for example, here There was a pizza place, there was an au bon pain, but it's all gone. And there are new places opening up, so it's vibrant again. So let's see if I can check some messages. So the meetup, Parag, the meetup is on the 8th of October. Let me actually show you where it is. It's on the 8th of October and anybody can join. So you don't have to be a member or something like that. You can just come and say hi. And if you come, make sure to say hi. Because last time I realized a couple of people came to visit and it was so busy, so they didn't want to disturb us. But the whole point for us is to meet you guys. So just come and say hi. Even if I'm talking, if I'm busy, I mean, that's the whole reason why we go there.
Most you have very good karma.
I like it always. They always say, I like your mustache. I don't know what the shtick is. Ah, okay, you met with James and Fa. And what, that was on the evening that we had the meetup or no? Because I was there as well. So here we are at the German beer house, and the next one is the Hemingway's, and on top of Hemingway's you have the lush rooftop, so that's where the meeting will be. Yeah, I made a video on the Bangkok expat channel a couple of weeks ago about the nightlife here. So this is where we're gonna have our meetup. Okay, let me do it like this. So the meetup is gonna be on the 8th of October, 7 o'clock here, Lush Rooftop Bar. And if it is the same as last time, it's gonna be busy. Last time we had 400 people. Hey Alex, good to see you here. Alex, I remember the last live stream when you said I would like to know how Soi 11 and Soi 8 looks. So this is for you. So let's walk in the direction of Soi 8. You know, Hemingway's is getting busier and busier. And our friend Sven works there and he said it's always full. So any hotels, any good hotels for 1,000 or 1,200 baht. Okay, I have to be really honest. I mean, I live in Bangkok. I know a lot about Bangkok. The only thing I don't really know is hotels. Obviously, when you live here, you don't stay in the hotels. And I do know about rentals of apartments, but hotels also, I mean, just go to Agoda, for example. And in Agoda, you can search based on your location. And there you can find, you know, we always use Agoda. So I'm always searching on the price, and then I'm searching on the points that they get, and then I always check the reviews. And with the reviews, it's very simple. I don't care too much about reviews where they say, oh, the staff was not nice or whatever, but I'm always looking at the cleanliness. So if a place is clean and if it has a good rating and the location is good, you should be fine. And I'm pretty sure there are like for example, here you have the Ambassador Hotel. It wouldn't surprise me if that's about 1,200 or 1,400 baht, but I'm not sure. And there are smaller hotels around for sure. Alex, Siem Reap is really changed. That's true, and you can see that it's obviously there are a lot less tourists now. Anybody a watch? So there are a lot less tourists in Siem Reap at the moment. But that's not what's changed. The whole inner city changed, and if you look at Pop Street, for example, that is it's almost like Khao San. It's a very different atmosphere. And the temples are the same as before, amazing, and just less people. So that's a plus. I think Agoda, Gustavo, I think Agoda is good for Southeast Asia. You know, Agoda is based in Thailand, and I know that they get really good deals. And it's basically the same company as Booking.com. But I think Agoda is better for Asia. They get better deals in Asia. So Muk Surin, how are you? Anybody know this guy? How are you, my friend? I will come and see you later.
What's America?
I don't know.
I'm already there. I've literally just got there.
Okay, so now you guys know where I'll be later. Oh.
I want to show him the other side of Bangkok. He doesn't know.
I don't know. I will be finished in.
Okay, let me know. Okay.
Always good to see Brian. Brian used to be Bangkok Musings, but now I think it's Brian's Musings or something like that. Hey, Expert Paul, how are you? Oh,
Little spicy Indian food, Thai food. Have a
let me
look.
do a quick reset. So there we are again. So, yeah, actually, if anybody, based on the question from the hotel, if anybody has a good idea, feel free to share it on here. And maybe I should do that actually. Maybe one time make a video, and so that people can share their experience with good hotels. Maybe that's an idea, because I guess I have a lot of experts in this stream here, or anyway people that follow my channel. And you guys know how it is, because also the experiences that I have, they're all from a couple of years ago, of course. If Taco Bell is okay, I like Taco Bell. I'm not a big food expert, you know, right? But you can also see there are a lot of taxis now, so that's also a sign of things picking up. Now it's blurry after the reset. Okay. Is it better? Yeah, so if you guys remember the live streams that I did a couple of months ago, you must see the difference now. So let's see if I can get through traffic here. You know, this is a good thing of traffic. It's easier to cross the streets. So I am actually checking traffic a bit now. Okay, let me see. Yeah, I saw that there was a change, right? That now you get like 45 days directly. I am not sure about that, I have to be really honest. So let me show you Soi 8. You see also a bit busier than before. And this is Viva, one of my favorite restaurants. We love to come here and eat salad, especially. Gustavo, the meetup is in Sukhumvit Soi 11 at the Lush Rooftop Bar, which is on top of Hemingway's. And it's on the 8th of October. Let's see if I... The nightlife, yeah, the nightlife starts actually around now. It's Saturday, so around 6 o'clock people start having a drink. And now everything is open again, and there are not really limitations. So this is also one of our favorite places. It's called Monsoon. And here they have actually the same cook as in Viva. and this is a good place for Western food, salads. How are the prices of things in Bangkok now? The prices are it's getting busy. It's getting more expensive again. So looks like that car went for it, right? So the prices are going up again, and it's actually interesting. We went to Angkor, we went to Cambodia, and we were sitting on the street, and beers were $1. And then I realized $1, that's like 36 baht. I was like, you cannot even get a beer in the 7-Eleven here for 36 baht. So then I realized that the prices went up a bit. But I've been living here for such a long time, so I'm not really up to date anymore. I do remember when we came here that we found it very cheap, but I cannot compare it too much with Europe anymore. So here we are at Det 5. This is a very nice, what is it? Garden, beer garden. And if you want typical Dutch food, you can come here. You can get the croquette and the frikandel. So, but I'm not going to stay here. Let's walk back. If the hotel across that 5 is open, well, if I'm here, then it looks open. You mean this one, the promenade? Yeah, this is definitely open. So if you like that, you know what? Let's just walk until the end of Soi 8. So Soi 8 is one of my favorite streets, and the reason is that it's very close to the BTS, very close to the Nana BTS. But once you get into the street here, it's not busy at all. You can see there's not much traffic. Yes, the last, the meetup was at, this meetup will be at 7 as well. Blake, my friend's bar, you mean Pete in Soi 22? So basically Pete is not working there anymore, and I think they have a new manager. So he was actually busy with starting a new project. So whenever he opens that, I will be there, and I will make a bit of promotion. What is my favorite restaurant in Bangkok? I do think like Viva there is one of my favorites. I like Hemingway's, I like Monsoon, but Hemingway's is getting more expensive. I have to be honest about that. And they are probably my favorites. Then there is a chain of Lebanese food, and they're called Beirut. I really enjoy Beirut as well, but mostly we just order that at home. So let's see if there. Okay, let me just check if I missed any messages. So Stewie, you stayed in Soi 8. Now Soi 8, I think. Actually, somebody was asking about hotels. I can definitely recommend to come in this street. I will just show you. So there in the end, that green building, that's the end of the street, which means it's a dead-end street. And here where we just walked in, you have the BTS. And most buildings have a tuk-tuk service. Like there's one coming in now. So that means that if you want to go and quickly to the BTS, you just take the tuk-tuk and you're on your way. So, and because there's no traffic in here, that's easy. So if you live in Soi 8, you are basically living on the BTS, which is a very good thing, because the easiest way to get around in traffic is with the BTS. Thank you so much. I'm happy you wish me a happy life in Bangkok. We are already enjoying it a lot, and I'm sure we'll enjoy it a lot more. Yes, Gustavo. So I guess I will see you there. And make sure to come and say hi. What I just said before, the last time when we did the meetup, a lot of people thought that we were too busy. The thing is that, the reason why I don't film myself is that I'm a little bit more reserved, let's say like that. But it doesn't mean that I don't want to meet everybody. I mean, just come and say hi. I don't bite. Pet has a live stream tonight, Paul. But is it like, what kind of live stream? Is it like a meetup with a lot of people? I didn't know about it. 9 p.m. But is he gonna go around or? So anyway, anybody who follows me now, I mean, it's 6 o'clock here. So in 3 hours, Bangkok Pet is gonna do a live stream. And Pet is a very good friend of mine, and I can definitely recommend to go and look at his live stream as well. So this one's for you, Pet. If I ever eaten at Suda in Asok, I don't know actually. Suda is Thai? You know, when we eat Thai food, we mostly stay in the area where you live. You're not gonna travel around the town. But I will try it, Ricardo. Okay, what I will do is I will walk back now to the main street. This is a good Thai restaurant, and then there is a very nice massage place here as well. A bit more expensive than the normal places. How is the stream quality at the moment? Is it? It looks a little bit. Let me do a. Yeah, so I am probably gonna head towards Soi 11, where Brian just said hi. And I'll probably go and grab a beer down there. It's Saturday evening, so still blurry. Maybe the connection is not good, Siam Sit or Siam Sit. I have to check it. So maybe it's also time to stop the live stream then. You know, sometimes I have the feeling that, I'm supposed to have unlimited data from True. But sometimes I have the feeling that when you stream like after half an hour, it just, the connection just drops. And the quality drops, so I'm sorry about that. Thank you. I support the Thai people as well. I'm always happy to show everything in Thailand. You know, one of the main goals of what I do is to inform people about what's going on in Bangkok, and I hope that people can use the information to enjoy Bangkok more. And yeah, I'm always happy to show new stuff. I'm always looking for that. So it's 480. Okay. Well, the thing is that I should be streaming on HD 30. It is. So it should be actually 4K. But it all depends on the connection that I have. Hallo Art, alles gut in Deutschland? Yeah, Ichigo, I really have to check it. And you know, I checked it before, but they were having all kinds of excuses at True. So maybe I should actually switch to AIS. Stewie, your old PC makes it look very, very soft, very smooth, right? Okay, Gustavo, you let me know. If you want to help me out, then feel free to send me a message at globaltravelmate@gmail.com. So globaltravelmate@gmail.com, that's my email address that you can use. So if you have any tips on how to do it, because I'm not a technician, unfortunately, and I would love to have a better quality. So if that can be at 4K, your computer will explode, Stewie. And get that nice. Okay. Yeah, it's interesting to see. I heard from many people that they watch videos and then they get inspired for doing that. And that's my whole point. And just what was Kun Poon was just saying that he booked for Siem Reap after he saw the video, and that's awesome. I really love that. And also feel free, if you go to Siem Reap, if you have the idea, please contact the tour guide that I had there. He's a very nice guy. He's making his own YouTube channel now. So I think we're at just over an hour now of live streaming. I think I'm gonna end my live stream here, and I'm gonna have a few beers with Brian's musings. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna end my live stream here. I will, Paul. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. And there's gonna be 2 or 3 more videos about Angkor, and then after that it's gonna be all Bangkok again for the future, for the foreseeable future. I hope you enjoyed this live stream. If you did, feel free to subscribe, press the like button, drop me a little message in the description, and see you guys in my next live stream.